can get laid a ton right now with your fantastic body. I'm just telling you, you have to our guest just got here.
Yeah? Yeah.
This is the year I want to get Jacob laid on the show. Oh, shit, there he is.
Yeah.
Start with me.
Hey, Doug.
I'm coming around.
All right. Don't yell to me.
Doug Stanhope joins the Bonfire.
That's my ex, Bingo.
I know Bingo very well.
Last time I saw you.
Hi, Bingo.
My ex.
Last time we saw each other on a boat?
On a boat.
What was the Impractical Jokers cruise?
It was the first Impractical Jokers cruise.
You went on the second one.
I did not.
You did not.
No, I just got off one now. Last week I did the Shipwrecked cruise. That's the heavy metal cruise that I do. If I'm not doing the Impractical Jokers cruise with a bunch of heavy metal bands on the high seas. Although this year was the most attractive of all the boats I've done as far as people on it.
More X Games groupies than heavy metal groupies?
All right, you have 18 people on this podcast.
Yeah.
Where's the flunky that can get me ice?
Oh. Well, buddy, I mean, I wish it was the only black guy in the room, but I guess that's the guy.
He's also answering phones.
Look at Christine jumped up to make sure it wasn't Black Lou had to do it. Hey, flunky. Good. We got a bunch of, we got vodka, we got ice, sodas.
I got my, all right,
that's Christine.
I'm currently working. Listen, after this podcast, I have to do Nick DiPaolo, who I haven't seen in 500 years, who's the angriest, bitterest comic.
Oh, yeah.
It's
without a doubt.
And I'm already this shit-faced.
Has it been all day? Are you on a triathlon?
Yeah, I started with Stern, but I try to be responsible by going to bed early last night, and I woke up at midnight and couldn't go back to bed.
What time did you crash? Last night?
9, so I got 3 hours sleep, woke up at midnight, took a bomber Adderall, the kind they give to, not Adderall, but the one that, if you're doing a bomber flight as an Air Force person, so you need this to last 12 hours. Well, I'm pushing the limit of that fucking Adderall.
Trucker crank?
Hell yeah.
That kind of
He's on some government speed.
Government speed.
Yeah, that's that shit where they're like, hey, we want you to go.
Shout out Jet Lacey.
That's a plug. It's if you want some powerful ass.
So you're running on fumes and whiskey, I guess.
But when I found out you were here, when you, hey, you want to do the Big J? I thought you were in fucking Brooklyn. I'm going to have to travel and not know where I am.
Legion of Skanks you're thinking of, we do in Queens, in Long Island, Queens.
Yeah,
Long
I'm
Island
2
City.
blocks away. I'm fine here.
But yeah, we were very excited to have you in. Have you guys met before?
I think we've met one time at Caroline's very late. I was with Louis Katz, but I don't think.
Good name drop.
It was a great name drop.
Louis Katz. Is that making
Louis
a name
Katz
drop?
would even be surprised if he's a good name
By the way,
drop.
he's coming on the show, so it might just be a good preview. He's going to be on the show next week.
Next week?
Yeah, to promote This Is Not Happening. But, we met once. But then I started in Tucson at Laughs.
Ooh.
I know.
No, that's why.
Sorry, what's your name?
I'm Dan Soder.
Oh, fucking Soder. Yeah, we did a podcast together.
No. I think we met at Caroline's when I was with Louis, and that's when I was still drinking, and it was a late night.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
Wasn't that good of a drinking
time. I just
time.
came
You remember
from
it.
the Artie and Anthony.
Yeah?
And I had to go around the room. Who's really still sober? So you are sober.
I spoke with you.
You are not.
Yeah.
Sober?
Yeah.
No, you're not, Jacob. I've watched you drink before.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, then he's not a drunk.
He's not a drunk. Oh, yeah.
Negro?
That's a version of sober.
You're not wrong.
And that was without his glasses.
Good.
I'm drunk. Definitely drunk.
If I was black, I'd be drunk all the time. Oh, wait. I am drunk all the time. Maybe I am black. I fucking know.
Drunk.
How do I know you?
From Raw Dog. From, we've been upstairs in the office.
Earlier today.
No. Years ago.
All right.
How many hours ago?
Yeah, years ago.
What's your name?
My name's Lou, and I'm drunk.
All right.
Already?
Lady?
No, in general.
Oh.
Or dude. I don't know.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, Lou's a crazy
Girl. Christine, Jay's girlfriend.
Oh, that
executive
Christine,
producer.
I fucking told you. Her name. I remembered her name, and I go, if I was sober, I'd never remember her name, but I'm drunk.
Every time you see her,
I
you've
have
been drunk.
Jekyll and Hyde memory.
Christine's sober since Impractical Jokers cruise.
Is that the last time you drank?
No.
Bingo. Here,
No, it wasn't the last
grab
time.
a seat.
It wasn't the last time
No.
you drank.
Grab
I'm
a
saying, but you
seat.
drank on Impractical Jokers cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't get to drink with you guys as much because I was actually working on that cruise. So I got to like break down the set when you guys were having the fat person jacuzzi party. That was my favorite thing
I heard
ever.
about that. That sounded like a fun time. Ugly people jacuzzi.
Best part of the
Turned
cruise.
into the end of our relationship, which obviously Bingo and I have restored. But that was a bad.
It was high drama, for sure. It was hot, but it went to
What, the ugly people
if I
pool
recall,
party?
it went to the whole rainbow of emotions. No, Bingo and Bingo, welcome to the show. Also, great to see you. They broke up on the boat, and it was very emotional first, and then by the end, it was just like, I was like, we broke up, and I think we're all better for it. We're going to move on, just be happy. And then, like, you guys seemed so
I
affectionate and
blame the
emotional, and
weather.
then it was over.
It started with the weather.
I blame your dick being in some other girl.
But that was after.
That was after weather, though. The weather moved in, and then his dick
It
with
was
the other girl.
4 days of this cruise that was supposed to be fun, and you're going to get a tan, and then it rained every fucking day. And one time I snapped because I was drunk at like 10 in the morning. Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
On a cruise.
There's no clocks on
Fucking
a
Joey
cruise.
Fatone's wandering around.
Actually, I'll blame the cruise ship itself. There's no clock. You know,
Yeah, they're
it's
like
supposed to
casinos.
be sunny.
They do the
Exactly.
casino thing where they take away, just pump in oxygen.
It's raining again one day, and I say, hey, let's all have a naked hot tub party.
A fat people
in the
party.
rain.
And you booted the people who weren't fat out of the pool, which that was my favorite part of it.
No attractive people allowed.
I made them leave.
That's great. Did they go willingly, or was there any like?
They'd leave because then he would walk over like, I mean, the crazy one was like a 60-some, 70-some year old woman.
Yeah.
Like when in fully clothed. It was great. Didn't even make an argument. Like Doug, he came over very softly. Everyone else was just like, get your fat ass in the pool. We're having a fat people party. And then he just goes to this old lady, just like presented his hand, like he was like the long lost. He was the long lost sailor she danced with after Pearl Harbor that last time.
Oh my Benjamin's back. My Benjamins came back to life to dance with me.
Mildred, may I?
Oh, Benjamin, I've missed you.
I've heard so many versions of this story.
Yeah, well, I was right there.
I believe it's my memory, but I had none. But I've heard Sal Volcano talk about it with Q and.
But they weren't there. Me and Christine were sitting right there watching it all happen. It was so fun.
That's fucking great.
We just chain smoked cigarettes and just watched this whole thing unfold.
It's like it's just orchestrated. I mean, what do you call it? Like a blooming onion of fat people coming out of this jacuzzi.
I'm already so insecure too. And every time, cause I know I was there, because every time he would walk away, I go, I hope he doesn't come over and say, "Hey, fatso, get in the pool."
Oh wait, you didn't want to be put. You didn't want to be picked for that pool party.
Yeah.
Doug just looks over. He goes, "Jay, I need you to anchor this motherfucker." You need to
In
get
my
in the middle.
memory, I literally have a lampshade on my head, so I know my memory is flawed. But I knew I was that guy, but it was working.
Yeah, it sounded like it was a success.
There was a very, very much success. That was the cruise also when Christine, I like when Christine, like if we do any kind of a threesome thing, has to learn the plight of the man in the world at all. And that was when we, the girl came back to our room. And before she
Not
wanted
the same girl.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
That would be great if the same girl ruined both of them.
Hey, this girl didn't ruin our trip. This girl
may have been the same girl.
It may have been the same girl. The girl made the trip fun. It was just Christine having to sit there while the girl's like so we're gonna fuck or what? And she goes, yeah, totally, but just like, watch this. So I did a new music video where I'm a dancer, and like, you had to sit there and go, and Christine having to go, oh, look at that, huh? Look at your, oh, there's 3 more videos of you dancing you want us to watch first. And I'm looking at her like, yeah, and you gotta tell her she's really good at it. You gotta tell her you can't believe she hasn't been discovered yet.
I just picture
you gotta tell her all of her hopes and dreams are gonna happen.
You two with a porthole in the back, and you're rolling a joint, and she's going, I used to be a professional dancer, but now I just do it on my own. The stripping is over. That's done with.
I'm telling you. And Christina had to go, oh yeah, you're really good.
How many threesomes have we had that all failed, Bingo?
Everyone?
Everyone, but well, there's one.
I don't know.
The funniest one. Fuck it, I'll just tell it. The funniest one was the story is in the book, the Justine Bateman story. But after that, I think it was that same night.
Well, I think you almost had a threesome with Justine Bateman.
Yeah,
that's a big.
No, I was like,
in
Mallory?
the book. I'm gonna plug my book.
Yeah, his new book, This Is Not
Please.
Fame, from what I remember, is out now. You can pick up a copy on Amazon. Doug Stanhope's book.
Just skip the fucking subtitle. Yeah. I said it as a joke,
and they took you seriously.
And my manager. No, that's very clever. No, it's not. It's stupid. So, This Is Not Fame. It's a bunch of war stories from, 25 years on the road plus. So, what the fuck was I talking about?
Justine Bateman.
Justine Bateman. There's a story about Justine Bateman. I'll hurry the story because we have 18 people on the podcast.
No, seriously, Doug, you take
guys are the only guest, buddy. This is the crew. Everybody's working.
What is everyone?
We're like the Wu-Tang.
Producer, engineer, producer.
All right.
I'm the gist.
So Lynn Shawcroft, Hedberg's wife. Mm-hmm. I used to say ex-wife because he died.
That makes it
Hedberg's wife. She's a very eclectic lady.
She's been on the show before.
Fucking hilarious as a person.
Yeah.
Also, a train wreck as a person. We're doing, do you remember Garrett Morris started a comedy club in downtown LA?
No.
Before downtown was it was just being gentrified. He had this For a Minute comedy club. So I'm working that. The stage is beside a sushi bar.
Oh wait, this was in the same room or like next?
It was like 2006, 7, 8. Anyway.
Was it Comedy Union? Is that place? Is that what it was?
Garrett Morris's Downtown Blues and Comedy Club?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
It lasted for a second. But we were there first.
You were gentrifying it.
So Bingo's there, Shawcroft is there. They're manning the merch booth after Justine Bateman had emailed me saying, I think you're the funniest guy ever. And I'm like, are you the Justine Bateman from the Family Ties? I vetted her. I'm very easily starstruck.
That's a good one, though.
That's a great one.
I still to this day, and that's in the book. The early part of this story is in the book. I go, hey, my girlfriend Justine Bateman, just to get Bingo. Stop talking about Justine Bateman.
You're not going to leave me for a Keaton?
She came to the show and she said, I'm going to bring an army, and it's an army of industry. Some of whom I had done a pilot that I didn't remember. Yeah, we did the pilot for Last Comic Standing.
Really?
Yeah, I did the pilot for that. The presentation pilot. You can explain that later. Anyway, so I'm down there after the show talking to Justine Bateman and these industry people, hoping that Bingo and Shawcroft come down to save me from an all-industry conversation. I need some comic drunk people to balance it out.
Yeah, too much.
Shawcroft had gone off her, she went on a diet where she couldn't have carbs, so she switched from beer to vodka.
Oh, boy.
But she's drinking them at the same volume.
Yeah.
So she's chugging fucking vodka.
Like it's beers.
They come in, the industry.
Hey, guy, what's going on, buddy?
So what are your future plans? I can help you, negotiate your future, but, just awful.
Justine tells me you're quite talented, and I'm prepared to take Justine Bateman's opinions to the bank.
I don't know if you know this. She has impeccable taste when it comes to comedy.
She was in Family Ties and a movie called Satisfaction from the 80s, where she was in an all-girl band.
She was cool as shit. The rest of them were industry. Then finally, Bingo and Shawcroft come down shit-faced. And Shawcroft's tell is, you don't know what love is. That's her go-to thing when she's shit-faced. And so she's screaming this whole table of industry, you don't know what love is. What's true love then? Do you even feel anything? And these are all
that's the drunk where you're in an argument, no one else is in with you.
Yeah.
And you hate love. And you're like, my name's Greg, by the way, nice to meet you. I'm fine with love.
I work at UPN. I just wanted to say hello.
At some point, they have there's a pizza, like Suave pizza where it's, there's the hot lamp underneath the thing.
I know what you're talking
thin
about.
Crust.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can eat pizza if it's really thin with a fucking
pizza.
It's healthy pizza. It's healthy people pizza.
There's canned heat underneath it from a distance.
Arugula on the pizza.
And she leans in and knocks the whole fucking thing over. Pizza's on the floor. The canned heat is almost burning the table up.
And that shit leaks, like that blue shit that they keep in the canned heat. That spreads like lava. Where it burns as it moves.
It's a Molotov cocktail, quite honestly.
It becomes, she made it a situation vocally, but now it's spread out. There's burning stuff. So she does the only possible thing she can do is crawl down on the floor to eat the pizza on hands and knees off the floor underneath Justine Bateman and all these industry fucks.
She's like, I love pizza, and I'm going to show you what love is right now. by fucking face fucking the pizza off the floor.
Like a child. This is a 40-something-year-old woman at the time. Chewing fucking pizza off the floor.
I don't mean to interrupt your meal, but what if I told you I want to buy 12 episodes of this?
That's Lynn. That's Lynn. She's gone native.
The thing is, anyone else would leave, especially industry would, it's time for us to go. No one would fucking leave because they're watching. Justine Bateman was so fucking brilliant. As drunks as we are, you know how to throw curveballs. So she's fucking with her without her hearing it, without her industry friends knowing she's doing it. But the few people that are in on the joke, she knows exactly how to throw that curveball where the people that are getting the joke are getting it.
Yeah.
About Lynn?
About Lynn, but not so Lynn.
Sure.
Oh, that's genius. It's like dog whistling.
It's like talking when someone brings their fucking kid to a party.
Yeah, where you're like, I think we should probably go out on the patio to smoke the joint because
But no, you can make jokes where the kid won't understand it.
Yeah.
The mom would be a cunt about it won't understand it, but the dad that will laugh.
Was that because she was spelling everything?
She goes,
who's the RETARD on the FLOR?
She goes, she's eating a lot of PIZZA. We need to get her the FUCK out of here.
Eventually, people leave.
Wait, was Lynn still going?
Well, Bingo is as drunk, but she's nice.
She likes her pizza on a plate.
She just smiles and drinks more. The industry and Justine, thank you, good night. They go back to the room, and I've been pacing myself, so now I'm fucking angry that They got drunk before I could get drunk because I was going to stay a little bit sober for fucking Justine Bateman, my new girlfriend.
And her army of industry people.
And they leave, and I know now they're as shit-faced as I'm going to be, but now they're passed out, and now I have to catch up all by myself.
And catch-up's a dangerous position. That's where you overshoot a lot of the time.
Well, I think it was the next night we overshot, but that's the story we're getting to. The next morning, Shawcroft calls me up and says, "Hey, did I make an asshole out of myself in front of that Mallory girl?" And I go, if you're talking about crawling on your hands and knees, eating their pizza that you spilled on the floor off the carpet with your hands,
it was their
if that's what you call being an asshole, yeah, you might have been an asshole. And without any sense of joking, she said, "I ate pizza? I'm not supposed to have carbs." She was dead serious.
She goes, "Hold on, I made a complete drunk idiot," and I love that in front of Justine Bateman.
How many pieces?
Oh fuck! That's really gonna ding me. I don't get a cheat day this week.
All right, so now we're getting back to. I remember the threesome story. Mm-hmm. One of the nights that weekend came into some cocaine.
What happened upon
makes you a little bit more flirtatious. Just as drunk, all together at the same time. Me and the bingo here and the Shawcroft fell into a threesome.
Really? Interesting.
Really,
Shawcroft wouldn't have struck me as a threesome type. Maybe, though.
really fucked up.
Yeah? So was it not good?
I came.
Oh, nice.
Bingo had a great reaction, just non-verbally just went, I don't know. You kind of have like a, that's fine. Do you like girls, Bingo?
And wait, hang on. In the morning, we all woke up in our respective rooms, every one of us thinking no one remembered what happened because we were that drunk. So I remembered, but you kind of, you know how you black some problems out. A year later, coaching horses. The only time I remember throwing up, I was so drunk. The three of us are back at the coaching horses, and Shawcroft is the one that brought it up. So, like, you remember, like, that threesome we had? And every one of us had lied to each other. Like, we all assumed every one of us forgot that ever happened.
That's fucking
like,
great.
You remember that? You remember that? I pretended I didn't remember. It was a great night of, no one admitted that happened for a fucking year.
How long did you talk about it when it came up?
Yeah.
Very brief. Did it get pretty detailed?
No, that was the night I threw up.
So what knocked the conversation loose? Was it like, hey, do you remember that? If you guys were all lying to each other, she just brought it up?
Shawcroft brought it up somehow, but we all...
He's like, my dick's a little salty, but you wouldn't have any idea what that's like. Yeah. She goes, well, funny you bring it up.
Every one of us had pretended to...
Just not know?
Yeah, no,
you
that
guys
never happened.
You and Bingo never talked to each other about it.
No, none of the three of us
You just
ever.
assumed she forgot also.
We thought every one of us forgot.
You guys made a murder pact on it? If we speak about it, it's...
No,
good.
I came. These losers probably got nothing.
Bingo, when you woke up, were you the next day like, I want to pretend it didn't happen? Or were you like, if no one else is saying anything, I ain't going to say
I
anything?
didn't mind it, but nobody else was saying anything. So I was just like,
It's weird to mix it with the friends.
Because you and Christine, you play like that openly.
Sure, but not with friends very much. We've made the mistake before of but
tell me a story that you've never told.
No, I don't think we've had anything that we've never told, right? I mean, the funniest thing we've ever had was a black juggalo in Kansas City farted in Christine's face. And Christine's such a trooper. No, Christine.
She didn't say, hey, this is what I'm into. Yeah. Only from black guys. Just black farts.
Yeah. Do you guys have any kinks?
She goes, nothing gets Christine fired up like a black woman just really tooting right in your face.
Just greasy food farts.
Juggalo.
She was a black juggalo, but she, no, it wasn't on purpose. She just did it and didn't say anything, but Christine's bangs did a flip. and Christine's so
and
gangster.
Those are strong bangs.
Christine is so gangster that she, her only thing, she muscled through, finished everything up, and then she was like, her only thing was she tried to keep the positioning to a point where I wouldn't smell. She said it smelled terrible, and she knows that if I would have smelled it, I would have been like, party's over, everybody. Yeah. I can't. So I'm too sensitive to that kind of stuff.
She slid in front of the puck for you?
She really did. She sold out. She sold out for me. She just gave her body up for it.
Right to the face.
I had an accidental wife when I was young, but she said, smell is 90% of love.
You could deal with someone's smells?
Right. No, just smell is 90% of love, and it was right.
Yeah. I get that. I met a girl online, and then we met, and I was like, you smell weird. It's like a weird smell where you can't get past it. It's like a strange...
I think every time
I... smell like wet ham.
Every time I start hooking up with a new girl at
Otherwise, I'm going to light up a real cigarette.
Oh, yeah. Here, go for it. I wish we could smoke it.
Anytime I've been with a new girl at all in my life, like it's been a few times, I almost have to get used to her smell.
Yeah.
I mean, her actual, the whole new thing.
Oh, yeah.
I have to get used to it all because it's weird. Everything from just body, hair, to pussy, to everything just is smell. It's like a smell you have to get used to almost with every new chick. It's very bizarre.
It started with just her perfume, but it goes across the board. All right, this is gross, but
it's also weird to hear the sound of a plastic
one relationship.
Bag.
Sorry,
no, it's fine.
I have to finish this.
That's a man on a mission. I don't blame you at all.
No,
prednisone.
Oh yeah, steroids.
Hell
yeah! Christine's literally on those right now.
I did it because Stern. I had to do Stern, and because I'm a degenerate smoker. I get a cold a month ago. The cough hangs like this guttural fucking K-cup. And I go, I can't do Stern because I know how he's creeped out with the fucking OCD.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Gary clears his throat. Baba Booey clears his throat. Well, wait till you hear this shit. But then Morgan Murphy tells me, I had the same shit, and my doctor put me on steroids, so I got these steroids so I wouldn't be coughing up shit on fucking...
Save the day.
How many people go to the doctor to do fucking morning radio?
That's commitment.
I've never done that for Bob and Tom.
Yeah.
I go in there with all my viruses. Yeah. Let's take our first break. We're coming out. We're hanging out with Doug Stanhope and bingo, everyone. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
God. Yes, indeed. That's Marilyn Manson. This is the Bonfire. Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder. Doug Stanhope joins us. The new book, This Is Not Fame, available now. You can pick up a copy on Amazon.com. I picked a Marilyn Manson song because I know that's one of the things I've heard about you hanging out.
Manson doesn't fucking return my calls.
Oh, really?
Last time I talked to Manson, I texted him. Well, I did get an invitation to his birthday party. I didn't show up because I don't live near him. But I said, hey, can I get a blurb from you for the back of my book? And he said, yes. And then I never heard from him again. So on the back of my book, there's all the blurbs from Chris Rock, from fucking everyone. And then Marilyn Manson's blurb is yes.
Just the word yes. That's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know that you were saying you were hanging out with, you have notorious friendships at this point now, between Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson. Two fantastic hangs, I would assume. Well, but I am very worried about meeting Manson. Very worried about meeting him myself.
If I can call you Okie.
Sure.
I know you as well as I know Manson.
Yeah.
I've hung out with you as much.
Okay, I thought there was a...
As comics, you only see each other...
Sure. Handful of times a year, sure.
Crossing paths.
Yeah, festivals maybe.
I'm so nervous to meet Marilyn Manson because I feel I always thought he's going to be a letdown, possibly.
Well, you're a big Marilyn Manson fan.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah?
He really is. He's a soft touch.
I want to believe
Which is where
that.
you go, oh, he's not getting a hold of me because I must have let him down somehow. you feel like...
I always worry about him taking himself way too seriously, and I always dug the performance of it. I kind of dig the fact that he's like, his whole thing was like, I'm just trying to stir the pot. Like, he doesn't think he's any kind of special thing or whatever. And then he started really being more like, kind of trying to make like a mystique around himself, and then he got heavy, which is odd looking for what he does.
Manson. We met him later on.
Oh, yeah.
Where he lives up to every rock and roll stereotype that probably no rock and rollers of his age live up to.
Yeah.
He's like, there's fucking burning candles, there's Scarface plates of blow. Yeah. And you don't know if he's doing that to...
he's constantly drinking absinthe.
Going, I get it. I have to have blow because people think I'm a real rock and roller.
It's me, Saul Kirschenbauer, better known as Marilyn Manson.
Oh, put out the blow. My friends are coming over. Oh, they gotta think it.
I gotta put on my silly boots and pants for my friends.
Turn off the Kenny Chesney.
I can only do Saul Rosenberg as a character.
Don't worry. That's fine with all of us.
That's why
It's Shecky fine, but you may know me as Marilyn Manson.
Coming in the studio.
Hey, son, two blacks.
That's the name of...
Bingo gets panicky.
Joining us, getting back into the...
Oh, you're a real woman.
That's an actual woman.
I've been tricked by black women that weren't women.
Yamaneika Saunders. What's that?
Wow.
Yamaneika Saunders joins the show.
Saunders.
Read
He said his girlfriend gets panicky around black people.
Then she got up. No, she got up to let you sit down.
She gave you the microphone.
You know why she's panicky?
I don't.
Let me just say, black dudes.
How you doing, baby?
Hi, Yamaneika. We brought Yamaneika
always compliment my fucking weird suits.
Your attire?
And black women will always go, Sugar, how'd you get your hair done like that? How do you get your hair done like that?
Always, I would never do that to her.
That's hilarious. Goes, where are these black women?
We're comics. We're not like
I
real
would never
people.
do that to her. My hair was that color 2 weeks ago. I know how to get it done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Straight up wig, yo.
You know how I get it done.
Player. I don't know if Yamaneika even has any hair, but her wigs are fabulous.
Yeah, I have a lot of hair actually, but it's easier for me to wear wigs and get my hair done all the time.
It is. Yamaneika Saunders joins us on the show. Returning, we were so excited to have you come in.
Yeah. I'm drunk as shit, so
okay.
I'm like really drunk. So if I say anything inappropriate, I meant it more inappropriate, but I didn't get it across.
Right.
It was supposed to be funny.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to be even
more
worse.
inappropriate.
Okay, well, duly noted.
Do you want a cocktail?
I want to think.
No, sir.
We do
Thank
have some vodka if you'd like.
We've got a lovely wet bar this evening.
have way more booze that I brought in than they have sitting around.
Well, that's the famous. You did Impractical Jokers cruise this year?
I did.
You did. I did it the first year when Doug was on, and Doug made the famous YouTube video.
I lost my wife. I fucked a stripper. I thought she'd be into it. It was a weird thing.
You love this.
It was a weird year.
I'm sorry, I don't know the Is this real? I don't know.
Yeah.
This is, okay.
Oh, this is 100% real. This is the first Impractical Joker. This is the main voyage of the
And then
Impractical
I'm
Jokers
on a cruise ship, so I'm walking around. I'm doing like all these open mics, or I'm jumping up on everyone's stage going, yeah, my wife left because I fucked a stripper. And here's what's funny about it. It wasn't funny at all to anyone, but I thought it was funny.
I want to see what the stripper looks like so bad. Was it like it's past prime stripper? I assume.
No, she's a young girl. She
He gave a look to Bingo.
She still follows me on Twitter, and I'm afraid to unfollow her because I don't want it to start up again.
It becomes a thing then?
I don't want her to go, oh, he unfollowed me. Here's the real story.
Oh. Dude, if you get me too'd because of an unfollow.
How long after the cruise was there tension after the cruise for a while? No, not at all. It was just over. You guys just left it on the high seas.
If there was another book I would write, it would be 2016 because that started it. Oh. Then it went into she left me for another dude. Then she went crazy, sped off to New Orleans. And she got locked back up in a mental institution. Then we filmed a Johnny Depp funded pilot.
Right.
Then I'm getting sued by Johnny Depp, his wife.
His ex-wife, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just went on and on. I had surgery, I had hernia surgery.
I thought I was going to have to get hernia surgery.
It was the weirdest year ever.
Are you trying to relate to this shit?
And it ends with her in a coma in November.
I was in a coma in November. You trying to relate?
Jay's jumping in at points where you're like, Jay, are you trying to follow the Johnny Depp's wife is suing him? And then Jay goes,
while we're doing the audio book, fucking in Bisbee, Arizona, tabloids are coming in to my compound. Do you have any comment about Amber Heard suing you while we're trying to do audio? And then the next day, hang on, there's some weird person. The whole fucking year, it ends with her in a coma.
Jeez. So
2016, just that year alone.
That's a book.
Is a fucking brilliant macrocosm of the weirdest year you
Who wound up? Bingo, you were in a coma?
Yeah.
From hearing the story? Doug, I'm sorry that you had all that go down. You know, you seem like a decent enough man without, the extras.
Oh wait, Lou, can you play the real song for me when Yamaneika gives positive advice? I want to start playing the real music.
I know, I was bumping up to positivity.
I thought she was building up to bust my balls.
That it was.
Do we not have it, Lou?
No.
This is
coming in with.
I'm gonna have a talk show and I'm gonna have it open up with this.
Oh, this is the real. The real opens up with this.
Me rehabilitating drunk white men the whole show.
Me and Christine watched the real this morning, and that is they make them Lonnie Love and the girls, one of the sisters of Sister.
Yes.
They have to come out,
and I think it's one of the girls from P. Diddy's band.
They have to dance their way to the microphone. It's just so it's so awkward. God damn, daytime television is tough. You were on Meredith for a while. Like it's a different world. That daytime talk show world is a different place.
Yeah, but I don't want to say that the real is contrived, but I mean it is about women, right? Yeah. And it's sort of centralized.
Well, it's like a View knockoff, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say they're a knockoff. These girls are very successful, and I love Lonnie Love, and but I mean, it's very pointed, right? It's like women empowerment, which we need, and all that stuff. I think Meredith was more just across the board. We had different layers to it.
Can we start a View show, like a View-like show, where the four of us dance to our chairs?
I don't know. Can we, Lou? I mean, it's as simple as playing that song and having us dance to our chairs.
We get Doug can be drunk every episode. We'll all come in.
Check in with Doug over in Drunk Corner. Doug, how you hanging in there, bud?
Steroids and booze. We got Doug just ripping it. And we're just coming in.
Doug's ripping Hollywood lines of prednisone.
Hey!
I was just trying to get that less prednisone down my head. And I tried to do it with Jack Daniels, and then... Sorry.
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger's cocktail. Steroids and whiskey.
That's how he became the governor of California.
Doug, in your days...
Hang on. My lady pal is desperately God damn
I
it.
want you to have soda water.
Oh, I thought you needed something.
You guys are dressed like the Furleys. Like, what the fuck?
I just love looking like
it's a couple thing, too. I like how they're doing it together.
I like how I'm dressed like
now,
their
Bingo,
security.
are you a part of this, or is he putting your outfits together?
No.
Who has purple hair? I mean, turquoise hair.
I had it 2 weeks ago.
I had turquoise hair. I had turquoise hair
You really
once.
did.
I mean, I think both of you. I think Yamaneika and Jay both just had turquoise hair.
I had turquoise hair, but it was one of those situations I wanted to get blonde and blue and red streaks in my hair when my hair was long. And when I went, they fucked it all up and just blended them all together and made teal. And then they did the hairdresser move where they keep calling everybody over to go, oh, that's awesome. Wait a second. Like, I know you want the other thing, but this is the way to play it. If I'm being honest, this is the way to play it.
Ricardo, did you use green number 2 on this?
I mean, one of them came over and said, he goes, oh my God, just save that color combo because I'm going to come in and do it tomorrow.
And then they all walked in the break room and were like, what the fuck did you do to that?
This is our time.
Welcome to the bonfire.
Hey, we're talking hair color today.
It's all of us.
All right.
Starring Jay Oakerson, Yamaneika Saunders,
Hey.
Doug Stanhope, and Dan Soder. 4 sassy guys.
You got to watch them walk out on the stage. It's great. And then I was and you've been to the Playboy Mansion before, yeah?
No.
No, never?
No, never.
I thought maybe
Who's going to own it now?
I missed a lot of shit that I thought I should have had a minute.
Checked it out. I mean, I just want to say because I couldn't. I do believe it very much. I thought she did it in a very weird way, but how hot and how important Nicole Eggert was to me in my childhood.
Oh, yeah.
And now you knew it.
Baywatch.
That was one of the you thought about for 5 seconds. You're like, come on. Bayo had to be trying to do something to that chick.
Well, also,
he had to try.
With no idea.
Oh, Scott Baio, Nicole Eggert, just on Twitter, called him out and did like somebody said something about Scott Baio positive, and she goes, is he great? Like, why don't you ask him about when I was underage and we were in his garage or something like that?
Another fucking Me Too.
Another Me Too.
All right.
Now they're going after Charles.
I'm going to have to...
They're going after Chach.
I'm going to have to steal the fucking mic right now because this is the 9th podcast today.
That talks about Chach?
No.
I mean, I know where Scott
I had over a year and a half, I was building up this bit about the rape thing where
Doug, take your time because you've been drinking and it's a Me Too climate. And I don't want you to step in anything,
That's the point.
Okay.
I got off the road in November where it was a really serious, every special you do has one chunk where you go, that's the thing. My last one, mental illness. Before that there's one chunk that it's about and the rest
defining
is
bit.
filler. This bit was about rape and the levels of this and that, and I never had like the one thing. And then Me Too started the day I stopped doing the road. And I'm not going back till March. I have 5 months. And I'm like, this is the one that makes it work. Now I have an example. George H.W. Bush patting you on the ass, saying, you know who my favorite magician is? David Copperfield. 8 women have now come out and said he did the same Gallagher closure as a 93-year-old president. That versus some woman who was picked up by a weirdy trucker couple and forced to live in a coffin underneath their waterbed for 7 years.
I should have read the story
fuck
deeper.
Slave. You're not going to march together. You won't march together. You can't Me Too these things together. But that was before Me Too, and then Me Too happened. I go, oh, this is exactly, now I have examples for the bit that I've been working on for years.
But it's already on. It's already on a special.
No, I'm off the road.
Well, get back on the road.
Yeah, but you can piece it back together when you go back out there.
Can you rework
because
it?
so much more has come out.
Well, that's the problem.
James Franco.
The problem is
Chachi.
People I would have...
Ben Vereen? No.
On the Daily News, they said sex fiend Vereen.
The Zoobly Zoo?
I promise you.
Zoobly Zoo, Ben Vereen?
I wish you could find an article, the heading of it, sex fiend Vereen on the Daily News. I said, oh my God. Poor Ben Vereen.
Oh, turns out he was a quadruple threat.
And guess what this motherfucker said? This motherfucker said, I apologize.
They thought he was a triple threat. He was actually a quadruple threat.
Lady.
Sing, dance, act, rape.
Lady. Listen, I'm on my,
Are you calling me lady?
Yes.
Yamaneika.
You have like 8 names or something?
No, it's one name, Yamaneika.
It's 20 syllables. Though.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what, or you can say Yami for short. I'll acknowledge those two things.
My go-to is nice lady. Mm-hmm. Nice lady.
You are a nice lady.
Have you ever...
No, Yamaneika or Yami. I'm not a nice lady.
Have you ever fucked a dude?
You are a nice lady.
I am a nice lady, but I know my name, right?
Yamaneika.
Oh.
Have you ever fucked a guy that you know he regretted it the next day?
Interesting.
No.
Then you're not aware.
You think it's never happened?
Oh my God. Oh. Is this what this is about? Me having some nigga in a stale suit try to roast me on this fucking show? Is he kidding me?
No, I'm trying to
No, you think I don't understand that? No, I didn't understand that whack ass joke you just did just
Black
now.
Lou hyped up.
Don't ever fucking try to play me like that. Every dude that fucks me wants to fuck me. Now, what woman has fucked you and regretted it? Probably a million. Let's start with Bingo.
Becky, good timing.
And that was her name, ho.
But
I'm just telling you, I'm not in the mood for this bullshit today. So if this is what he's on, I'll leave.
I'm
a respectable comic also.
I'm
not for no jingle jangle. I came in here with some black shit when I came in here. He's hot up and hot and all this other dumb shit. I'm telling you, I don't give a fuck about a Doug or whatever the fuck his name is. I'm telling you right now.
I thought we were all going to laugh at Chachi together.
So whatever.
I'm smiling. Don't worry.
Good, you should. But whatever insults you trying to pull out, you put it on these two because they're the hosts here. Don't put it on me. You don't know me like that. No, he wasn't trying to bridge the gap. I understand where the fuck he was going with that joke.
Every human being alive
is there any man that ever regretted fucking me? Then I'm not being honest with get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't know me like that.
Don't do the over-talking thing.
I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I've given you plenty of leeway before I even came in here. You've been running your mouth since I got here. So I haven't over-talked you. You respect me, I respect you. That's how it goes.
That's
you're so wonderful.
Every one of us as comedians has been in a position where we fucked someone where we regretted it or they regretted it.
Well, you start there. Don't start with some stale joke. I understand the joke that you tried to pull off.
Stale joke.
I do think, just from listening to it, that you're more trying to make the point that men regret sex too. Not necessarily anything personal to you, like a guy doesn't want to fuck you, but just like
now, but women. I heard the joke that he gave when he asked me, has there been any man that's ever regretted fucking me? And I said no, and he said whatever the corny shit he said at the end.
Yeah, I thought the question itself was great. The question itself
now we're all trying to dance around because he sees that I'm very aware and I'm not for the games. I'm
not at all.
Now we're going to dance around.
This is wildly fantastic radio.
Let's do the old school. Let's all shut the fuck up. Let them replay what I just said.
Replay it, please.
I don't have that technique. My buttons do this.
Oh! Remember that? That was fun 5 minutes ago.
I'm just trying to say...
My name is Yamaneika, and if that's not what you meant, an apology would simply suffice.
There's no fucking apology.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'm saying we've all fucked someone.
That's not what he meant, but that's what he's trying to clear up and say now.
Would everybody here believe me if I told you Dan Soder predicted this possibility not 2.5 hours ago?
I predicted it when I got the text, and I was like, I'm not on no bullshit.
Well,
because I'm not playing any games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here on a respect level. I haven't disrespected him. I came in on disrespect. All this little nonsense, and then he wants to keep going with it. You guys are the host. Let him do it to you, not me.
No, I know. And listen, that's what I was saying when Christine was trying to say is he was trying to make the jump that we've all regretted having sex. sex with somebody.
Dan, listen to me. I understand where he was trying to go after I called him on the bullshit that he said, but that's not where he started.
Listen, I have to go to another podcast with a real racist with fuck.
This is practice, motherfucker. And if you want to leave, you're more than welcome to, because I'm not going anywhere.
Yamaneika. It's like a new boss.
If you're racist enough on this show, you get to go to Nick DiPaolo's show.
Final level. Nick DiPaolo.
Nick DiPaolo's a real racist. I have to shut him down. You shut me down.
You have to switch roles?
Welcome to dual-sided radio.
And I had to shut Ant down before this. Anthony Cumia. I have to go, you're fucking racist. Stop saying it. And now I'm the fucking racist. Where I'm
crazy how that works?
It's always the levels of where you go. Here, you're the raging racist. When you get to DiPaolo,
you know what? Comics are never fucking racist unless they're not really good comics. Because I've never been in a fucking room with any comic that says, you're off base. Because
who are you speaking to?
Well, I'm telling you, as a black female comic, I've experienced a lot of racist ass comics. So I'm sure maybe you haven't, as a white man, experienced racism from comics, but I certainly have.
I've been with a lot of black female comics, fucking Chinese idiot fucking whatever comics in a fucking green room, in a green room, which every podcast I do, I think this is a green room where we're all fucking equal, and you're getting cunty, which is
number one, I'm not getting a cunty. You're a cunt, okay? And I am entitled to feel. Listen,
I have
being
no
a comic
idea
doesn't
what
give
I
you
said.
license. Just come in and say what the fuck you want. If you see that it's insulting people, you switch your shit up. You switch it up. I was offended by what you said, and that's the bottom line.
I don't know what I said.
Well, then go back and listen. I'm sure you don't. You're like hopped up on all these pills.
Okay. Hey,
and
don't talk over me. Tell me what I said. I'll shut my mouth.
Tell me
what
I thought
what
you
did
said.
I say? What did I say?
And they said they were going to play
What did
it
I
back.
say?
You asked me, has a man ever regretted fucking me? And I said no. And you said something about that I'm delusional or something to that effect. Or what?
He said
you're not aware.
I'm not aware or whatever. So the punchline is I'm not aware because there's apparently some guy that regrets fucking me. There is no guy that regrets fucking me. And if I was in a situation, and just like
then you're delusional.
Now, right,
and I win.
Right.
You don't win.
You're in a fucking Mr. Furley outfit looking like a punk. You don't win. You lost at life.
So you don't
and you lose at everything in front of me. So it's all about perspective. My perspective is I won. Your perspective is you won. And I say you did not win. Not in my world.
In one sentence?
I don't want you to do anything
you want me
but
to
get
win
yourself
in
sober
one sentence,
and find a way to be funny, because none of this is hilarious to me.
I think
hang on.
Is this sentence
I win
I met
in
Justine
one
Bateman
sentence?
once?
Do you think
I'm
that
not
no
answering
woman
any more questions
regrets?
from this dude.
See, you won't fucking let me win because you fucking.
I think we got off. I think we got off the point.
Do you think anyone doesn't regret fucking me?
I don't know. Bingo?
Do you think any woman
Bingo,
doesn't regret fucking me? Hey, loudmouth, shout over everyone in that fucking...
All right. It's getting too heated up. Too heated up. Too heated up. You need a hug from a woman in pajamas.
Yeah.
Luckily that worked
a lot
out.
of women regret fucking me.
I believe that the point was not meant to be personal in any way. I think the point that Doug was making, I do believe this, is just that, like, I regret 90% of the sex I had. A lot of it was when I was blackout drunk. A lot of it with guys that, like, I don't want to touch me.
You're jumping up.
Some of those guys may have regretted me too.
No, I'm going to shout you down. You can't make a point. You can't make a fucking salient point. I'm going to shout you down.
No, I think there was... No.
You're offending me.
That's not what happened.
What happened was... just happened.
No. It's all turning.
Jeez.
No, you made a joke. Yamaneika didn't like the joke, and then it came back to the point. I think the point... Of course. But, I mean, there was a point... I thought your question had a really good point, quite honestly. I thought the question itself... As I was asking if a guy has ever, if a woman knows that a guy's, I was going to throw that question directly back over to Christine.
There are girls that me and Jay have had sex with that we regret. For sure.
No, I know, but
there
it got
are girls
away.
Where
It got
like,
away.
I wish that didn't happen.
It got away from the point, and it was
So-
just, it was, yeah, sure.
But I think it was more just open-ended than anything directed personally.
There's booze fine. Nothing makes Lou happier than a race war, though. So, White Lou, you got your hit.
You got your Christmas present.
You got your Christmas present.
Let's take a break. We'll be right back. It's
Um,
Bonfire.
I'm leaving. You make this okay, Jay.